West Africa. We have three groups presenting and who will be awarding marks. And before we go on, we have here with us the Director of the Center for Entrepreneurship Education, Research and Training. The center which serves as the regional center for entrepreneurship education under the Global Entrepreneurship Education Program. Dr. Isuman. Mr. Samuel Enin, I heard the name. The name is almost a household name. Who is a consultant here with us this morning. Department of Management. We have a special guest from the University of Education. She was a participant last year, and so she decided to be with us. She was at the opening, and she's back to see what you've done. Madam, you are welcome. Ms. Abekwe, I'm also here. I'm a research scientist and a theologian. So I'm also welcome. And you are also here, but you have to. We've been here for a week now. The director will give his remarks before we move on with the presentation. Dr. Suman.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All too soon, 1 week has passed, and we have to give account of what we've been doing for this whole week. We know it has been a very, very intensive program, but we also believe that a lot has been learned. Today is the day of reckoning. Just mention their names because they've introduced it already. Myself, Mr. Samenin, and Mr. Samuel Eninfo. We are your judges. We don't want to jump straight into the business plan presentation. Decided on a particular business opportunity, how you navigated yourself before you got there. 15 marks for the ideation process and 15 marks for the practicality of the particular product or service. The financial statements, 20 marks. Marketing strategies and all those other things about marketing, 20 marks. And the presentation itself, the quality of presentation, the quality of delivery, and group participation, also 20 marks. Elevator speech, 10 marks. Total, 100 marks. You have 15 minutes to deliver. After that, we would be asking some few questions, just for clarification. At this juncture, I can only wish you my very best. And please, this is not an examination. We just want to confirm that we've all together achieved something this week. Are you hearing me? It is not an examination. I know many of you for the past 3 days have been sleeping after midnight. It's good. But it's not an exam. But all the same, it's our desire that we all put up our very best. So I would leave the scene and hand over to the coordinator of the program to invite the first group. Thank you.
Where you'll be coming, but I want to see where you are first. Introduction of groups. Group 1. Group 1, you'll be presenting first. Then we have Group 3 presenting next. Where are you? Group 3, and then Group 2. Right. So, Group 1, you are invited to do your presentation.
Timekeeper, anything about that, if you can just refresh them.
Judges and fellow participants and ladies and gentlemen, I'm Somi, and with me here we have Reverend Fred, Leila, Patience, and Charles, and we are the Group 1 members. We are here to present our business plan for At Home Gift Parlor, and for this presentation, we are going to be following this outline. First of all, I'll talk about the executive summary, which is a brief summary of the presentation. I'll also talk about the business description, marketing, management, financial statement, the critical risks that we identified, and the alternative courses, and thereafter we'll talk about the conclusion. At Home Gift Parlor is a one-stop gift shop that is available to cater to the refined gift needs of the community and its surroundings. And this enterprise is going to be run as a joint partnership venture. Our vision statement is to be the premium one-stop gift shop that is going to cater to the needs of the refined gift needs of the community and the surrounding. While our mission statement is to provide top-class customer services to our clients with whom we want to build a long-term partnership with. Our goals include to acquire the needed funds of 100,000 Ghanaian cedis to enable us set up this business. We also part of our goals include to expand marketing activities throughout the capital of Ghana by Our objectives include effective segmentation and targeting of our prospective clients, and to achieve a return of an investment of at least 80% within 3 years of commencement of our operation. Now, the background. As a group of entrepreneurs, we discovered the problem in the community, and we discovered that there was lack of specialized gift shop in our community in Accra. We also discovered that there's never been a gift shop which renders services such as gift registry service. I'll talk about this later. And also, we discovered that there is also a need for we to provide gift delivery service to locations of events. This problem was really discovered when considering the fact that Africans, as part of our culture, we love to attend events, occasions. However, it becomes daunting on us whenever we need to go for these events, when we begin to consider the gifts that we want to present to the particular celebrants. And some of the considerations that we have to make include the social status of the celebrant, the best shop where we can get this particular gift. So as a company, we want to serve as a mediator that will link the celebrant of that particular event and also the prospective guests, such that we can provide a registry for them for the prospective guests, which they will list. For the celebrant, which they will list, where they will list the items which they feel they need most. So the products that we render include sale of gift items, which is going to be in our store, of course, and then provision of this gift registry. I'm still going to talk about the gift registry later on. We also offer delivery services to the particular location where these events are going to take place. This is a description of what I mean. So we are, as the At Home Gift Parlor, we are going to be a mediator between the clients and their prospective guests. So the keys to our success include the uniqueness of our products and services. Now, this is the first of its kind in Ghana, although it has been practiced in some other countries, of which it was successful, but it is the first of its kind here. Also, our location, the West Hills Mall has been said to be the largest mall in West Africa. Also, the West Hills Mall was recently built, and the accessibility of West Hills Mall is very good because the road that leads there has just been reconstructed. Then operations, we are going to ensure that we offer smooth running of business and we maintain a high level of professionalism. Our target market, of course, includes young adults between the ages of 18 and 35 and middle-aged group between 36 and 65. Our major target market is the young adults, and we discovered that these young adults, they are socially aware. They want to try new things, and they want to they have disposable income. So our market size, accessible market is 38%, whereby and our potential market is 62%. Our major competitors as of now are the retail shops that are already at this mall, and but we believe that we have competitive advantages over them because of the services that we are rendering, and also because of our location and our kind of product. So these are our marketing objectives: to gain 40% of the market within 8 months of operation, and to expand our target by 50% within 3 years. We also want to make use of these strategies to distribute brochures, flyers to churches, corporate organizations, and event flyers. We also make use of the internet and social media. This is a SWOT analysis which talks about our strengths and our weaknesses. We discovered as entrepreneurs that we have, because this is a new concept and because we are going to be providing exclusive products, so these are what we consider as our strength. Our weakness is the lack of funds, which we require to do this. The opportunities that we have, location, potential growth of the market during festive season, and the contracts we have with event planners. So we are going to capitalize on this. We are going to use our strength to capitalize on our opportunities, and then we are going to use our opportunities to eliminate the effect of our trade. So the operations that are going to be taking place at our store, we have a general manager who is going to be in charge of ordering of the product. The delivery will be done by the courier service. However, the store manager, the sales manager, and then the staff, they will be in charge of the other parts. So I'll call on the next speaker to talk about the management and the finances.
Oh, okay. The management. This is the management of the store or the shop. We have the general manager who is assisted by the store manager, the marketing manager, the financial manager. Then beneath the marketing manager, we have the assistant salesperson, the first person and the second person. So these are the people who run the daily affairs of the shop. Our financial. This is our statement on funding. In the chart, we are showing that as a joint venture, we are able to raise a fund of 48 Ghana cedis, and then 48,000 Ghana cedis, and we are hoping to raise additional funds of 52,000 Ghana cedis, which we intend to take as a loan from a bank to continue. Now, our startup fund. As a company, we do not have much, but this is what we have projected to be how to start our shop. The first thing we are going to do, we are looking at spending at around 15,000 cedis on our assets, and then marketing will take about 10,000, then our inventory around 45,000, and our working capital is about 23,000, and our construction, because the shop still needs 1 or 2 things to be done, which will take about 7,000 to cover up our startup cost. Now, our projected profits and loss, we expect that we'll be able to make a 40% gross margin within the first year, and in the second and third year, we are hoping to grow by 20% as well. And this we see as we have explained in the table. Now, our cost sales is going to be 27,000, and then our operating expenses 7,200. And we are looking at cost finance because initially I mentioned that we do not have funds, so we are going to get loans which will cover our cost finance in the profit and loss analysis. which we see here, cost finance 52,000. That's how much we are going to take from the bank as a loan. This is our balance sheet of we have our non-current assets, which is 15,000. Our current assets, which include our inventory and our cash, 45,000. So we see the total asset as 180,000 cedis. Now we have our equity and liability, and everything comes down to 108,000 Ghana cedis. Now, this is our break-even analysis graph. Because of the 40% margin, gross margin, we didn't break even. We made a profit from the first in the first year. So we didn't have to break even. It was a profit in the first year, profit in the second year, third year. So there was no break even, but the graph is here to show. So this is our income, and these are the years to show. So it shows our expenditure for the 3 years of operation. Now, this alternative choice of action goes back to our SWOT analysis. Because of the weaknesses we found, the threats we found, this is what we intend to do. We intend to get immediate sources to minimize our weaknesses. We intend to capitalize on our strength to manage the possible threats that we are facing as a shop. Now, in conclusion, we want to say that we know this is a new venture, and as human beings, we always fear change. We are used to going to shops to see what we want and pick, but we also want to introduce the concept where the celebrant or whoever needs the gift has the choice to make a wish list, which we can find here in the addendum. Now, this is a wish list of someone who is celebrating their wedding. We have their cookware session. Now this is a must-have. This is a nice to have. So when we will prepare this registry, we give it to the celebrant, and they are able to make a registry for them. They bring it back to us. So when their invitations are sent out to the people know what the people expect. So it's just a matter of walking into our shop. You come, I'm here for Leila's wedding. We pull out the registry. We tell you what they want, because you might also have a copy. We tell you what they want, and then we tell you what we still have, what people have already bought, which you can't buy, so that we eliminate a thing of giving the same gift over and over again, so that the celebrant is happy, you are happy because your gift is appreciated. Thank you. So this is all what our concept is all about. Thank you very much.
To just highlight some of the maybe one or two threads in that box, so that at a glance you see what you mean by threat. Opportunities, you see what you mean by opportunities. But this is wonderful and an innovative way of presenting a SWOT. I think in all you've done very well, and congratulations.
Right. At home gift value. So we have the second group, which is group 3, coming to present what they have. Group 3. So let's welcome them.
Tomorrow to Nigeria.
So we have so many tourist sites and sightseeing, like castles and canopy. Don't worry, I'll take you around. Follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Visual Light Africa.
We are group 3. My name is Raymond Odu. We have Kola, Mavis, and then Setina. And the business idea is Visualize Africa. How we came about Visualize Africa is basically the scenario which was ahead out. We saw that our friend has a plan that after the conference, he wants to visit places around, but he just has a day. If it is not well planned, he cannot visit the places that will give him great satisfaction. So we thought about this, that this can become a business idea. And we thought about people that go on honeymoons as well. I have a story about a couple that decided to go for honeymoon for 5 days. After the second day, they came back home because they didn't really know what to do. They were bored at the hotel. But if they had an agency to plan their day, they plan their time, plan the experience, their 5 days or 3 days would have been worthwhile. That is why we came up with the concept of Visualize Africa. We thought about the industry. Does the market, the Ghanaian tourism industry have that market? We saw that we already have the tourist sites, the sports, the restaurants, the hotels, they're already available. We looked at, so we saw that the industry was ready. We looked at organization. We have an organization management team to push such a project. We did some analysis around. We saw it was also possible. In terms of finances, we looked at ourselves, what it could take. Our business plan will show that the finances is possible. So all within our feasibility stage, we saw yes in all those 4 areas, and therefore we decided to go along with our business plan.
Now, in our business plan, we will give a brief description of our venture, what we're doing, our